Namaskaram. Did you know that the root source for all the climate changes that countries are trying to address and trying very hard to solve is soil? The soil sequesters more carbon than any other source than the atmosphere and all the world's plants and animals combined. Water scarcity is also a very important issue, and this problem comes from the soil's inability to hold water. In fact, we already have lost half of our cultivable soil and we are only having another 60 years of it is left for cultivable. Carbon stored in soil is 3 times that is in living plants and 2 times that in the atmosphere, which means that soil is crucial for the carbon sequestration. If the world's soil are not revitalized, they would release 850 million tons of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Yes, you heard it right. 850 million tons of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, contributing to climate change. This is more than all the humanity's emission in the last 30 years combined. Can you just believe it? If you don't anything, we are going to be fighting for food and the water. That's something I really don't want to do. And what do you think? Fortunately, we have Sadhguru who has started a journey to come across 30,000 kilometers for 26 countries over 100 days with a lone motorcycle. This journey is to create an awareness about the soil, to connect with the people and to make sure that we understand where this soil extinction is heading to. The main idea is to bring across 3 million people to know about the current situation of the soil and make them to support this movement. Even you can join this movement called Conscious Planet Save Soil. It only takes 10 minutes of your daily time. What do you really have to do? Nothing much. You just have to talk about soil, research about soil, speak to your friends about soil, talk to them, make sure that soil becomes a part of your daily conversation. Because what's not soil? What we eat is soil, what we use is soil. You and me are basically a product of soil. If we make sure that soil is enriched, our lives are automatically enriched. So many were asking me, why 3 million? We should remember this, we are in a democratic nation and democratic government just pays attention to the problem for such thing which comes in the mandate. If people ask what they really want, the government cannot deny it, and this is something every generation has to make sure that it has to be incorporated in the policies. The policy change can only happen if and only if people ask for any change in the government. To quote an example, I would say we have property policies and all that. In India, I remember there are some areas where you cannot build any stories more than 3 floors. If you do it, then government comes and questions you. If needed, they will also demolish the building. Do you think any policy or any law is there, or do it really exist for the soil? We do have lands, we do have policies for land. This is my land, this is your land, and so many things. Land is something that creates the boundary. Land is something that creates the differences. This is your land, this is my land. We have marking of a land, but soil, how do you mark something called soil? It is a very much part of our existence. Soil is very integral part of your everyday duties. If no soil, remember, we don't have any food and water. So it is extremely important that we raise this awareness to everyone we know. Stand for soil. This is the time. This is the time to voice out and talk about soil. Soil is the only solution for all the crises what we have in today's world. Climate change, it will just evaporate if we make sure that our soil is fertile and healthy. I hope this brings some awareness to you. Please try to spend this awareness and share this video to as much as people you can. Namaskaram, let's make it happen.